What if Deku Went Dark? Knife's Edge. Written by Isaac Hyde. It hadn't been difficult getting away from Bakugo. After they landed a safe distance away from UA and Shigaraki, they both fell to their knees, crying. There was no pride, no determination, not even shame. There was no room for it, amidst the swirling mass of loss, despair, and unadulterated wrath. After their pain had been cried out enough to stand up, Deku did so, and began walking away.
"Where the hell do you think you're going?"
Bakugo growled. Deku stopped, but he didn't look back. Yue's gone. All Might is gone too. And so am I. Even if I went back, I'd just get myself killed. What's the point of being a hero if I couldn't even save the one person who actually believed I could be one? You were right, Kachan. I'm no hero. I'm just a kid in a costume. With that, he left. And Bakugo didn't stop him. Deku ditched his hero uniform at home and snuck out with some clothes while his mother was away. He took the train to another city, not caring where he wound up. Izuku Midoriya got off at the end of the line and stepped out into a cold drizzle. He gazed at the sky. All his pain had long since sunk into his stomach, and it took the tears with it. Izuku wandered along until he came upon a sleepy diner with a sign touting its mighty burger. He delved inside and asked for one, sitting at the food bar and dropping his soaked bag of clothes to the floor. The waitress brought him a hand towel for his dripping hair, and then left him with his burger. In the relative quiet and anonymity of the diner, munching on his food, Izuku Midoriya found some small semblance of peace. Until he heard the same waitress as before gasp as she read something given to her by a man at the register. A robbery, he thought, going back to eat his burger. He probably wrote a note saying that he has a gun. Izuku reached for the ketchup, but the container was empty. "Excuse me," he spoke as the waitress opened the register. "Can I have some ketchup?" "Wait your turn, kid," the man said. He was sketchy looking, but what did it matter? All criminals were the same. Izuku waited a few moments more as she struggled with the money. Then he got up and walked over to the register. "Sorry, but I want to eat it," I said. Lightning crackled as the man flew across the diner, smashing into a booth. His gun clattered to the floor as Izuku's hand came down. "Before it's cold." The waitress stood dumbfounded for a moment before handing him some. "Thank you." With that, he walked to his stool, sat down, and finished eating. When Izuku walked up to the still stunned waitress to pay, She closed the register and offered a small smile. He thanked her again before heading to the door. Are you a hero or something? No. I just hate criminals. Izuku stepped back outside, noting the damp air and softened tones of the city, following the rain's departure. Izuku walked away from the diner, wondering where he would go next. "Hello, how are you?" spoke a familiar voice behind him, stopping Izuku's heart as he spun around. "Oh my!" He stopped at the sight of an aged man with a burly mustache and thinning white hair. He had a big smile. "That's right! I am here!" "Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to cheer you up a bit." All Might's voice again. It came from him. Your voice. Yes, my quirk is vocal mimicry. I can copy the voice of anyone I've heard before. I saw you looking so glum and wanted to make you smile. I thought All Might's voice would do the trick. All Might died recently. What? At UA, when the villains attacked. It probably hasn't been released in order to contain the panic it would cause. I see. I had heard that it was attacked by the League of Villains, but... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Walter. Walter Peppenhauer. You're not from Japan? No, I was stationed here during my time in the military and decided to retire here too. It really is a beautiful country. Yes, well, thank you for trying to cheer me up, Izuku spoke, turning away. Hold on. I saw you knock out that petty criminal in there. I recognized you. Please don't. I'm not trying to draw attention to myself. Ah, incognito. I understand. Well then, perhaps we should speak elsewhere. Izuku noted his change in tone and agreed to follow Walter to an antique shop. It was cramped with treasures and artifacts from all over the world, and a light cloud of incense smoke hovering in the air. Trinkets and other knickknacks from eras past, when great empires were built, and justice was still meted out. Izuku's face tightened as he was reminded of the present reality. You may have come from UA, but I can tell you've become disillusioned with the hero culture and how it pretends to be able to save someone. But even more than that, you understand it is not possible to end criminality without also ending the criminal. The two locked eyes as Izuku noticed a sterner look in Walter's. A hardened, calculating gaze. Why did you ask me to come, Mr. Peppenhauer? Because, my boy, heroes alone cannot protect this world. But I can help you become something that can. What do you think of this one so far? The What If Deku Went Dark series is my best performing video, so I figured I might as well do a pre-sequel. I also did a video on what if Bakugo joined the League of Villains, and could Overhaul come back as a hero, so check those out if you haven't already. And, as always, thank you for making history with me.